And okay, microphone is on. Okay, well, good morning, everybody. We're getting ready to begin the Board of Directors meeting dated 28th of October 2023. I'd like to begin with roll call. Randy Powell here.
Lucinda Albright here, Susan Hunt here.
William Rosenbaum here.
And all four board members are present. We have a quorum. Did you want to go over the last month?
I need to read the minutes. I didn't put that on there. So it's a little long. So. Okay, September 23rd, 2023, roll call. All board members were present. We had received 2 bids for property A436. One bid was $2,510 from someone named Leroy. There was another bid for $1,650 from Bob. We voted to accept the highest bid. We all voted yes. And that member did pay within 3 days as required. We read the minutes from August 26th meeting and we all voted yes to approve. Architectural control, reminders to submit forms on Appfolio. There were 8 to 9 current forms pending due to insufficient information on that date. Update on violation letters mailed, approximately 40 letters mailed to date. Next group will be mailed week of 9/25. Fines incurred on previous mailouts that did not comply, and they'll be fined again. Our goal is to obtain compliance by members. We're trying to uphold and follow the rules and bylaws and restrictions. Just a reminder to members, if you buy in Lake Tinko or Harbor, that means you agree to the rules and restrictions that are standing. Trash issues. Paid 3 months and 1 payment as trash bill was not transmitted at Folio due to new employee at the trash company. It's supposed to be corrected. I'll have an update on that in a few minutes. Reminder for members to winterize their property. The Vice President, Secretary, Vice President, Secretary Susan, my report was the income statement. General fund had $144,055.43. Road fund had $44,197.73. We all voted yes to approve the income statement that month. Discussed some changes to the budget. Tentative budget would be presented soon. The delinquency report was updated on October 1 and posted. Update on the renewal cost of the harbor liability insurance, $4,066 was paid in September for our annual renewal of liability. I was still awaiting my notary stamp at the last meeting. Remind members in good standing to use the website for sales of property. We had a discussion choosing 3 properties and starting small claims proceedings against those that have an outstanding balance. Lucinda and I are going to work on this together. Remind members and prospective buyers to perform their due diligence on purchases. Upcoming social events, discussion on creating a form for a social club to complete so that there's no miscommunication on dates and details. Lucinda and Susan will work on this. Voted to approve Halloween party in October. Just a reminder, we don't want to leave members out due to just texting in case someone might be left out. Advised that foreclosure received an A block was the lot with the home on it. The other 3 lots were still under current owner's name. Pool and Parks, Lucinda Albright. Update on pool closing. Final cost for post-closing materials was $6,065.34. It does not include cost of items donated. We acknowledge the volunteers that helped. Asking off-season volunteers to help keep the bathrooms clean when needed. We had a discussion on using a large past due payment of $4,140.79 to be used for the overage on the pool costs for 2023. We all voted yes to do this. Talked about obtaining a temporary cover for summer to avoid evaporation. We're unable to do this due to safety concerns and health department requirements. Paint was purchased. Painting was going to begin in the gazebo and bathroom floors if possible. We had a discussion on bypassing the hot water during winter when bathrooms needed to be open for events. And Jean's Aqua has already expressed a desire to use the pool next summer. Contract will be sent to them for signing. Roads and utilities, William Ossabaugh. Update on water repair issues, any feedback from USW, all issues well in the harbor at that time. No response from USW after request for meeting to discuss future plans for repairs and maintenance to avoid water issues. Elkhorn and east side of Park area to be completed with more rock. William needs to allow 10 days with a good forecast for delivery, target rough spots and missed areas during previous repairs. A member on Skyview Road requested gravel be dumped and spread due to ongoing truck traffic near the water company area. Status of road sign repairs, waiting on 2 bids for assistance in making road signs. County will install them at no charge. At no charge by the road barn. Discussion on the update of the board Facebook page. We'll have more to follow on that. Only members in Lake Tancoa Harbor in good standing allowed on the site. Board members will facilitate admin. Excuse me. New business update on estimates of what equipment we have on the cement by the community centers work to see if we should sell or cash in for scrap. Cindy was going to talk to Butch about ownership and options. Proceeds, if sold, will go to repair that cement area for future use. Update on what it would cost for signs to be replaced in the harbor. Again, the growth can be used for the harbor signs. Discussion on obtaining quotes to have sealant applied to the roof of the community center for due to leaking. Next meeting was scheduled for today, October 28th at 10 a.m. Motion to end the meeting. Second motion, the meeting was concluded. Need a motion to approve the minutes for September.
Make a motion to
For second.
Okay, all in favor, accept. I get 4 ayes. This accepted. All right. All right, like the, well, first of all, before we start, I'd like to know that I'll say I appreciate each one of you. You know, we got a thanks job, we're all volunteers, you don't get paid for work, you guys do a lot of work there. So I just wanted to mention that first. All right.
Yeah, thank you, you too.
Yeah, and it's
See, you're trying to pull all those portfolio
yeah.
architectural.
Okay, I think on the architectural control, there's a few things going on. I know I've repeated this several times, but when you submit an portfolio, like when you submit an architecture request, it has to be submitted via portfolio because it's filed electronically and it gets routed electronically. I cannot add. I cannot make one for you. You email me information. I can't take the information and create it for you. It has to be created inside your account and then you send it to us and then it's routed electronically for approval coordination. So please submit your architectural controls and submit them before you begin the work. Get it approved before the work. I see a lot of folks out there starting in and trying to do half of the back, much to get caught. So please submit ahead of time. Let's see. Yeah, I got a property I just handled. Apparently, they did submit an architecture request way before my time. But the architectural request forms, once they're approved, they only last 6 months. That 6 months can take care of your work on the exterior of the house. Once your exterior is done, then you have 2 additional months to remove any construction materials from outside your house. But I have somebody who didn't even start until a year later. Okay, and when I saw the work and it was approved for we came over this. So to me, it appeared like they were doing unauthorized work. And then manufacturing stage started a year after the income approval, and that was an issue, so.
Well, it kind of is unapproved because
Yeah.
their 6 months have already gone by.
Right, exactly, so, yeah, it actually expired this time last year. So, and I contacted them and, kind of ironed some things out, but yeah, when you submit the architecture form, you got 6 months to get the work, exterior work done. So, some people don't realize that, I've been working an issue with, there's a 1/2 lot down near Burnt Cabin Road. And this happened 10, 15 years ago. I can't get the full story on it, but kind of there's a lot where one property owner owns exactly 1/2 the lot and another property owner owns the other half of the lot. Okay, and apparently we're charging one owner full price for the whole lot, even though they own half. The other owner isn't paying anything at all. And that lot is owned, the half lot and a lot next to it is owned by somebody who it's not even in their name anymore. So it's caused a lot of legality is now somebody wants to buy that lot and a half, but they don't even own it for the county, because it's somebody else's name. So, I'd say, a lot as on our map there is the smallest unit that can be sold. You can't further subdivide one lot into smaller micro fractions. You could be a co-owner of one lot, you have 4 or 5 people all own that one lot. You can't break the lot in half or quarters, because after a while, the lot's just too small to put even anything on it. So you got a half lot, guess what? Now you got your 5 feet, and you're not having much work with it. So, but I'm still researching how that half lot even happened. But it shouldn't have happened like that. That was way before my time. That was 10, 15 years ago. Yeah, so no fracturing of lots down to smaller sizes, we'll have to put something specific maybe down the road in our restrictions, saying that maybe it's pretty obvious to me already, but we might have to further define it, because it didn't happen. Somebody committed it somewhere in the past for some reason, I don't know why. All right, next thing you have, let's see. Okay, if we go through some of the trash issues, people are still dropping off large items at the dumpsters. There's big, huge tires back there. I know Don took away the share was back there. He took it home and lit it on fire or something to get rid of that thing. But there's tires. I was gonna put it back in my van and get rid of them, but they're huge. They're big mud tires. They're back to all or something. Yeah, but I did stop down to the Tahlequah and Tahlequah solid waste. And there you can get rid of tires down there for $1 each.
Really?
Yeah, you can get big tires, $1, and then there's a big dumpster, they collect the tires for recycling, but it only costs $1 to get rid of the tire. That's cheap.
Where's that?
That's a big Tahlequah, solid waste.
Oh, solid waste,
Yeah.
okay.
They do have a recycling center there that handles plastics and cardboard and
Oh,
all.
do they?
Yeah. And outside of that, they do have a big dumpster for tires. You just have to pay the lady to scan out about for tire. And what else?
Were we able to see who dropped that stuff off?
No, Don said the way that cat angle of the camera was, he couldn't get that. But they're so huge, they're not small tires, so big.
I was gonna say they're huge.
That's all. Yeah, I told my, hey, I put them in my van and I saw the size of the things. And I might be able to get rid of one at a time, maybe in my van or something. But they're just
I'm gonna
huge.
talk to you about that.
Yeah. All right, so, but there's plenty of sign, he keeps saying, why you didn't know any better? Well, there's signs all over the place back there. That say, yeah, I mean, they've been here 10, 15 years, their signs posted all over, and they still say, well, I need to know better. They really do.
And it's been said from boards before, way
Yeah.
before us,
Yeah,
every time
We'll hear what they want to hear.
Yeah, no, I was down there working the other day at solid waste and, apparently for like 500 pounds of stuff, it's like $10. It's in the big tires for the dollar each. It's, if they can get it on a truck or a trailer and dump it off here, well, they can go down to solid waste too. Either the one here, about 5 miles away, or not really out there or something. But, yeah, somebody has to get rid of that. It's usually either us or somebody else we know, just put the bill out.
Yeah, we should have to pay for something today. We'll find out who it is, Bill.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, somebody had asked me about easements the other day, and I answered them, but I just want to remind people that the easements, a lot of people, it says side lot, there's a 5-foot easement on the side lots, between two properties, 5-foot easement. But if you live on a corner, you have two road facing sides to your property, if you live on a corner. And on road facing corners, it's 10 foot. So if you have a corner lot, it doesn't matter what you consider front or side. I mean, if it's road facing on the front, road facing on one side, it's 10 foot on those. So we need to realize that if it's road facing, it will be 10 foot. If there's a line between two lots, that's 5 foot. I took a walk and there's a lot of buildings that are approaching the power lines. I live here at Plant Rock, and there's buildings that are, they were 5 feet from each other, not. It should be like 20 foot right there, but they're 5 feet. I don't spare enough room to walk through. And electric company comes right there and take it all down if they want to. So
I'm gonna one of those is too.
yeah, but there's a lot of those. So yeah, any road facing size of your property is a 10-foot utility. So whether it be front or side of your property. So just remind people that. Okay. It's starting to get cold. It's cold today. I mean, cold weather is coming. It's going to be down to 30 degrees here soon. Anybody hasn't, okay, they need to winterize the property and not here year round. I mean, get the water off, drain your pipes, whatever you have to do, because those pipes do burst. Once they thaw out, we're going to lose a lot of water pressure to marinate with like I did before. And that really affects a lot of the people who live here. Plus, you get a big water bill after all, too.
You may have damages to your property, but you don't know anything because you're not here.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm never say it again, but people need to have maybe a case of emergency card on the door, maybe or at least a person in the neighborhood that's watching the property. Because if something happens to your property, we can't get a hold of you. Well, we're not going to go on your property again before you because we could be given trespassing or something. So we need to have somebody that's ready and available to respond to your home emergency if you're not in the area.
And another point on that too, everybody has to realize the water, the water that goes through the meter at the pump station is what they determine our bills.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't winterize your property, breaks the line, it could raise everybody in the neighborhood's water bill, because eventually they're gonna start passing that back on to the customer.
Yeah, that you on the page where you didn't. Okay, well, we had just real shortly, we had a trailer fire, a few days ago out there in Elkhorn. I was at home, I had company there, I couldn't run, but I heard all the sirens down the road way out that way. And I found out it was, an Elkhorn trailer on fire out there. And
It was just.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
there
It was a trailer, not a mobile.
Driving and a building.
yeah, but there were some injuries, some fire burns, So people got burns, and then not real bad, but not to get go to the hospital, need care. So, but initially, I know the 911 people, they were responding to cars and Phillips. Well, it wasn't there. It was across the street in Indian Road. So, when you get the 911 calls, you gotta tell them where it is, especially a cell phone, use a cell phone. Yeah, it's part of track down where you are.
They could pick up an hour and go.
Yeah,
Well, that for us, they would have, seems like they would have
By the
seen
door.
the fire, you know?
yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, they were. Well, it's kind of in a hole.
It's kind of.
It's in a hole, bottom of the hole. And as you drive by, if you're looking left to the harbor, it's down here, way down in the hole.
It's in a hollow.
Yeah, harbor.
What started it? Do they know what started it?
I think the last post I saw, he wasn't sure what started it. But,
Okay, yeah. And recently we had a pit bull trying to bite somebody, so, of course, it shouldn't be running loose neighborhood anyway. Okay, but that dog would have bitten somebody, you came close to it, then, the owner is liable. It was some type of civil lawsuit liable, you know,
Was it a dog here in the harbor that
Yeah.
belonged to somebody in the harbor?
yeah, it was staying at a rental property, one of our members. So. But it was a pit bull, and it was, I was kind of throwing things at it, you know, to keep the dog away from it, but,
Do we know what property?
yeah.
Because they could get a fine.
Let's, check the security report, that, copy that. It's in a security report.
Okay. Oh, okay, no, sure.
Yeah, okay, I'm just saying, like, the dog bites somebody, you're legally responsible, that dog might, it might, the owner might be, where it got bit might be owning your property, you know,
Okay.
it was fun.
That open.
So, but there's been some dogs running around, there's, you know, so the time of. Any questions about any of the things up on over? Concerns about? Ready to go on? Okay,
But I have noticed you've been approving a lot of
yeah,
architectural forms lately. So
yeah, I've gotten some, I've gotten, phone calls from people who haven't been back in a while, and they say, hey, the place looks a lot better, you know? And the last time they were here, there noticed some improvements. Oh, yeah, and lastly, there's just one more thing, you know, we did have a property that was, tax that property. In June. Okay, I know we kind of gave them, we didn't set it on it, we gave them some time to start paying on the properties. Well, let me get that they on the property, but there's been no cleanup, so we probably need to consent to them for a on. I mean, we kind of gave a courtesy period. We never said how long it's gonna be, but it's pushing, yeah, 4 or 5 months right now.
maybe which one it is after the meeting.
Yeah.
Get a letter.
But yeah, the trailer's still there, still falling apart, no sturdy, grass is still high, garbage is still littering all over the property. So but I was kind of hoping they would have done something in the summer months, now I'm getting winter months, and they're not gonna do nothing, so. But it was kind of hoping that Harvey would clean up and they got purchased and nothing's happened. All right, next I'd go to Susan Hunt. So,
Okay. All right, the income statement as of this morning. Our 2020 dues collected are $3,944.58. 2023 dues are $68,123.24. 2024 dues, somebody was proactive, they prepaid for 2024, $113.79. We collected over $5,800 in late fees, $270 in lien fees. Let's see, rented out the community center one time and collected $25. 2021 previous dues collected $28,766.91. Lot payment sales $7,385 and some miscellaneous payments of $1844.50. So our total income to date is $116,304.92. I'm going just to be transparent that my son got married last week and I did not have time to work on the budget. Was out of town for quite some time and then people in and out, and I had on there that I would try to have something today. What I'm gonna do is work on it first of the week and email it to you guys, and then we'll just close that at the next meeting. I really wanted, life happened and the wedding just kind of took precedence over anything and everything that I could push on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, the padlock was missing this morning. There's no padlock on the exterior. Right?
It must be on top of Mr. Forgot.
Oh, okay. First thing I did, it's like, hey, you come off.
It's my fault. I laid it up there and I forget.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So I guess we need to vote to approve the income statement as it is right now. Make a motion, Victor.
You have a second? A second. All in favor, raise your hand. We have 4 ayes, it's accepted.
Already discussed the budget. I'm gonna get that to you the first of the week. There'll be a new delinquency report and that'll be posted on November 1. I had a member ask me why it was, I think it was about a week ago, and said, why isn't the October one posted? Or not the, the October, the one that goes up October 1, and I had it on there. And I think I went in there to clean up some stuff and accidentally deleted it, because I remember putting it on there, but anyway, I put it back on there in case anybody noticed it. So when I read the minutes, I said that 3 months on the trash bill was going to be paid. Because they remedied the billing problem. Well, they did not. The bills never got loaded or sent to Appfolio. And I know you went over there a few times, and so I finally went over there, took a check, and I paid for May, June, July, August. I paid for 5 months, $5,050, and that included 5 months trash and 3 roll-offs for May, July, and Labor Day. And I just told them while I was there, I said, this clearly is a problem. And I said, this is just not financially prudent for us to have to catch up 5 months of bills when it's not even our fault.
Yeah.
So I changed the billing to paper statements. And that was 2 weeks ago-ish. So, and ironically, 2 days after I paid it, on September, Appfolio bill, our trash bill showed up on Appfolio, and I was like, okay, does that mean they didn't change the paper billing? So I didn't worry about it because it was already paid. But anyway, we did pay $5,050 to get that car out through September.
Yeah, every time I go down there, I talk with the clerk.
Yeah.
Talk to her, oh, we're on finance person, and say, here, I'll leave her a note, or I'll have you call her, and he doesn't.
She does.
I go back a few days later, I call like, oh, she got caught up here, I'll call you.
Well, then they said it was a new person that
Yeah.
was being trained. I said, but the new person just started a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We're going back to April here that we haven't received a bill. What was the person doing? Why wasn't it done? And then other persons.
Yeah, they do have really issues that way.
Obviously, they don't need the money. So whatever. So hopefully, starting in October, that will be squared away. I did get my notary stamp and we're good to go on that. I've used it a few times already. I want to thank publicly Karen Spencer and Nicole Goolsby because I used them multiple times. They were very gracious about it and didn't complain, and they were very helpful during that time when I was trying to get that square. But anyway, I do have my bond now, and hopefully it won't be needed anymore. Just a reminder, we discussed it before. If you're in good standing and you have something you want to sell, we're more than happy to list it on the website to help you do that. Reminder, Lucinda and I, life happened and she's been trying to close the pool and hasn't had time. So we're hoping sometime between now and the next meeting that we can go and we'll talk about some properties here to start proceedings on 3 properties to see how hard or how easy that is to do. So we had talked about 3 last month and we'll discuss those again and we'll try to start that soon because she's I'll let her tell us where she's at on the postings. We have not had time to do the social platform, so. Life happens again, so we're doing the best we can. We're gonna try to work on that also. A couple things, it's not on the agenda that I just want to bring up, talking about loose dogs. I had a complaint on a member with a loose dog that chased a member down in her car. And let's see. Chased us 3 times. He's becoming more and more aggressive. We had a bat. When the dog saw the bat, he backed off. Previously, now the bat doesn't seem to affect him.
Is it the one in Carlisle?
Yes.
We
We fined them twice. I fined them the 3rd time and I'm sending a letter, but they're not paying the fines. They're just accumulating.
I can't even walk down.
Yeah, you can't walk down there.
Is it the far back corner?
Yeah, and
Okay.
that dog chased me on my golf cart. I thought he was gonna get in my golf cart like the last time I fined.
It's bad, right? It's worse than it's
scared
scared
me
me.
to death.
Not over the force that you hear. He's a down before.
He's still got
But
to respond.
he
It's
yells
his
at- He
responsibility.
yells at me whenever I try to hit the dog for trying to get me.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's a similar, like, it's not the same over back there.
No,
And that one doesn't there.
they've been fined for the 3rd time, but they haven't paid the previous fine yet, and they got letters.
So if you're leaning on their property.
And
Well, after we serve dollar amount, after the
Yeah.
dollar amount, we can file it.
Yeah.
Is it still 300?
It was $50 each, so they're up to 150 and some change. Because they have late fees down.
Yeah, I think it's $300. We'll get 300, you can file it.
Okay.
That's what we've always been doing for
Really? The sheriff do anything about a vicious dog?
No,
No, because, well, the county, well, hasn't been anyone yet, but there is no county ordinance for loose dogs. There's a POA.
because I've
I'll
called.
figure that.
They will not come for a loose dog. Now, they bite somebody, they just go.
Afterwards.
Yeah, after that. I'm sure it's only do that.
Let's wait till somebody gets hurt, then we'll be-
Right.
Yeah, what's gonna happen is somebody should, you don't want to encourage somebody to do that, because just because they said that, doesn't mean that they would. You know, counter something as
You've
much.
got every right to protect yourself.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Dogs,
Yeah.
coming after you or any animals coming after you,
Well,
you have every right to protect yourself,
I
so.
heard the owner's out there watching him when he's chasing people,
He is.
and he's not doing nothing about it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shame.
find a way. Find a way.
I did that this morning.
Yeah.
I have not sent out additional violation form letters just because of time restraints, so. I want to do a draw, I know. Maybe half-ish of the forms out there, a lot of those people did something, but. Anyway. It's not forgotten, if you haven't got a letter yet and you're out of compliance, you will get a letter at some point, we can only do so many at a time.
Yeah, yeah, it's so massive and it's really hard to keep track of everything.
The only other thing, in the last 2 weeks, I've been advised of at least 5 sold properties. Three of them were through a title company, so I'm waiting on checks. One of them didn't have any past dues, 2 of them did, but only 1 year. And then a member just told me a couple days ago, who purchased a lot in D section. And apparently I was out of town. He said, I'll get with you when you get home, because I was out of town to take care of the dues, so it must have past due, so. There's still properties being sold, and hopefully that's a good thing, you know,
Yeah.
get some people that don't pay and stuff like that. This guy. That called me when I was on vacations, he's already started clearing the property and cleaning it up where he's at, so.
Yeah.
Just wanting to. Clean up his area over there.
Yeah, I get a lot of emails and phone calls. People are thinking about buying property. And they're asking if they got any county or POA dues on them, or any issues with the property before they buy it.
And
So,
he and his father-in-law are trying to, I keep kidding him, he's trying to get compound set up.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get his family all close together and. Anyway, he's been cleaning it up. I've seen his trailer up there pulling trash out. He got rid of an old trailer that was up there and pulled it out. He actually sold it to somebody in the harbor.
Yeah.
And they are in the process of converting it, and put it on. So it's being done. It's being done. That's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, next item, we got the legal part of the agenda.
Our pool is closed for the season. We got it closed. We can go to be sure, I guess. We did find out that we are going to have new sand in our filter and new lateral lines. And those have already been pre-ordered, so that we'll have them when we close the pool. I want to thank everybody that has helped this year with the pool. I want to help those that have helped clean, sit at the table, donated money, whatever you did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't say that enough. And if you come up to the pool, you will see that there's new paint down on the floors. It looks really nice. It really does. The bathroom floors are painted. We also do have the drain in the floors. They are fixed. They are draining now. Thank you, Tony, for doing that. Saved us a lot of money. The update on past dues being paid for property recent sub in the amount of $4,140.79. We voted to use to help with our over budget for this year's pool to help offset expenses. As you will notice that the tarp is on the pool. There are tubes under the pool. I got a phone call the other day from somebody. Did you know there's water standing on top of the tarp? Yes, ma'am, I do, because that tarp has holes in it to allow water to pass through. So the water can also come up from the bottom. I called the state department. She said, yes, ma'am, it's fine if you have water standing. Just when the leaves start falling and the leaves start getting really heavy on the tarp, we have got to keep the leaves off. The standing water is okay because it's a breathable tarp. And a lot of people don't understand. They go, oh, there's water. We gotta call the health department because there's water on top. And it's not the water that's the problem, it's the standing leaves. So I have volunteers that are gonna come up if they see leaves on the tarp, and we'll take care of it. Also, we have closed the bathrooms except for special events, like tonight the bathrooms will be open for the fall festival. I had a guy come up while we were painting and chewed me out big time because the bathrooms weren't open. He said, that's my amenity and I need my bathroom. I just use this place for my travel trailer so I can come out here and go. And I said, so you don't have water at your trailer and you don't have a bathroom at your trailer? No, ma'am, because I use this for my hunting cabin. I said, I'm sorry, but this is not a campground. This is not a hunting ground. This is a homeowners association. That means you own your home and you hook up water and you hook up sewer. We are not obligated to provide you with a bathroom. And so a lot of people do think that the bathroom is an amenity for them. It's not, except for when the pool's open. We only have it because we have a swimming pool. They have to shower and bathe before they can get in and out of it.
I know the dumpsters are listed as an amenity, but pool and bathrooms is not.
The pool is an amenity, but the bathrooms are not.
Yeah.
There are requirements.
It's a
when the
requirement
pool's
for
open,
the
yeah.
amenity.
Right. So y'all can keep griping at me all you want, but they're still not gonna be open for the winter months unless somebody has rented the building. And, or if we have an event going on.
And like discussed before, we're still not gonna turn on the hot water for special events. It takes too long to fill that tank and they heat up and they drain it back again.
Okay,
Yeah.
we don't have to have the hot water on, as long as we have cold water, we have soap. And we have antibacterial.
Yeah.
And so wait for them to dry their hands, we're good. Or talk to the health department about it.
We always have people call the health department. And all these things.
Yeah,
Same people.
same people,
Maybe knows who they are. So.
yeah. And she's real cool about it. Our health inspector, she'll give me a call. She's like, hey, listen, I got this call. She goes, but I know you're on top of things. She goes, all I gotta do is call you and you'll take care of it. And so we've never had a violation besides what we had at the very beginning.
Yeah.
that, about the pools and stuff that was broken and stuff like that.
Yeah,
We're in good standing with them.
and yeah, I don't think we need to set a date right now. We'll open again, but we can do it later on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but depends on how the weather is.
Well, and we may have to open a couple of weeks earlier than what we did last year because of having to replace the lateral lines and some stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little more extensive opening it than it was last year.
Okay.
Well, not a line, but yeah, I do, I'm just.
But basically just a line, it's just a line from just from the edge of the restroom directly to the septic tank, right?
No, these are lines that are in the pool area, in that room, in there, and they're underneath the sand filter.
Oh, okay.
They're under the bottom part of the sand filter. Those are the lines that are gonna have to be replaced because they are letting sand into the pool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I remember there's some kind of filter that you check. Yeah.
But we have, two of our lines are busted. And so they've got to be replaced.
Right. Right. Get a hold of a bunch of the proper kind of sand ahead of time, make sure it's ready. I think that thing was changed about 4 years ago.
They asked me and I said, I
Usually
really.
5 years as being locked out. So it's about something to do, right?
And that's all I have.
It's. God was silent.
Okay, so it's gonna be open tonight for special event.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, just letting them in, is somebody designated, I mean, I can come let them in, I didn't know if anybody already.
I'm gonna be having my own booth tonight, so, and at noon, I'll be in there, you can set up to.
Oh,
So
So doing is when they're not that.
noon is when they're gonna do it today, and the festival starts at 5.
Okay.
Let me back up a little bit. I did have a question for you on your part. You said you had a rental for $25. Why was it just 25 and not the 50 that was supposed to charge?
I don't know, I have to go back and find out who even, what it was, because I didn't even take note of it until I was started, I was like, because I thought to myself too, what's that? I have to go back and see who it was and what it was. I have to look into that, it's,
I don't recollect any other than over the one that they don't charge, that's just not there. So,
I will check into why, number one, it's not 50 and who it was.
Yeah.
I know that I had one rental that was reserved in case there was bad weather or something they were doing at their house. So I don't know if, it was a long time ago.
I was gonna say, that was back in the summertime.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe I just didn't cancel it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look, because I don't know. I'll check into that.
But I end up with pools.
Okay.
I think that's the one that. The air wasn't working. If we gave a refund on half of it.
now,
Oh, that might be it.
that was falling out.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I normally don't read that. I normally just look at the big numbers, that it caught my eyes. When I was reading, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll check into it. I'll check into it. That is.
How are we doing on the propane right now?
I have not checked it.
Yeah, usually beginning, right about now is when the prices are low before the bull really kicks in. And it might get I kind of topped off. For the winter time. So
Who have you been using?
it hasn't really been turned on much. No ask out.
What
Oh,
propane
everybody's.
company?
We have a contract with them, and this cost maybe topped off and coming down, to take care of that. It's got to remember something that fuel gauge sticks. Sometimes it'll say full, but it's not really full. So usually a rubber mallet, something like that, just bang, 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 yeah.
Not from that hard way.
I mean, actually, we've had the heater work in the last year, worked on a heater last year. And they worked on the air conditioner too, so it should be good. It shouldn't be really much, maybe I change the air filter inside the building, maybe. Look at the real early when you swap those out, so I just, yeah, we just normally top it off, but we don't know what he's gonna be renting that night. So. Right.
I think it's better to get it cheap before the prices go up.
Yeah, before now you can get it.
In the new business, we talked about calling somebody to get bids for the sealant on the road for the community center. I didn't do that. I didn't either.
No, it's usually like a light acrylic, a rubberized acrylic, just
Okay,
sprays
so-
on or paints
Just
on.
to be clear right now, am I over the community building? Is that part of my stuff? So I didn't know that.
Yeah,
If I am,
but I went parts, I covered that when I was parts, but. Day to day, I don't think so. And
I don't know.
it's considered part of the parks,
okay, because if I need to be calling get bids, I will. I just didn't know that was my part.
yeah,
Okay,
Well, we have a member that, we have two members that said they could or would do it. But one of them didn't, I don't know why, or if something came up. Anyway, we have a couple of people that may do it if we can buy the material, if they,
okay.
I'll tell you who they are, so we don't bring that up, and it might be true still.
I know we were wrong, but that surface there is regular, so. It's a spray on probably that's bad, you know, the rollers don't really work out that well. I think the problem is the little polyurethane washers around the screws. Over here, they get dry rotted, they start allowing water through.
Yeah.
But we can have somebody replace all those, you know, or we can have that seal all the seams and everything else. Here's how you want to do it. But I noticed around the bottom too, they got steel on concrete. And I think at one time there was some foam underneath the steel, and that foam was getting kind of dry rotted. There was some of the water actually leaks under the steel beams too. Yeah.
Probably water in there right now.
Oh, I'm
This
sure there
rain.
is.
Sure.
There's gotta be some kind of waterproof material thing that we can put there that will seal that up. Even if we some farm,
I would say it should be off around it.
yeah,
I mean, it's not gonna, it's gonna be a yearly maintenance thing probably, but. It'll break loose, dry rot and that stuff, but.
yeah,
Just go back over the call, that's pretty cheap,
yeah.
pretty cheap bills. Okay.
But yeah, we just like some people willing to work on it, get some prices. I guess I doubt we can get up there this winter time, but maybe get something for spring.
Well, make it work better and still decide.
Yeah.
We
But
might get better bids in the colder weather, because people need work.
Right.
yeah. Okay, next we have roads and utilities.
Okay, so, update on Elkhorn, Elkhorn, I believe it's Red Oak, that area is completely done. Then the next loads that came in, I put on, Saddle Rock's completely done. So, basically the total of 14 loads. I didn't get, back on the roads the next weekend because I didn't get a load home. To get here, I knew I was gonna be here and get on the schedule. I tried to get on the schedule for that Friday and it was already booked up, so. This weekend, obviously.
Just Saddle
Yeah, Elkhorn and Red Oak. Basically, that whole circle over there across the road is completely done. I haven't gone over there, checked the lake. As soon as you come up over the hill, get down to the bottom, it. Oh, it's up really bad right there.
Yeah.
I built that area up, trying to avoid that because it's just a low spot. Haven't been over there to check it. Haven't heard from the member over there either, but. Whether it's, whether she's trapped or. It looks like at least the weather for. Since we're getting all this rain now, probably next weekend, I'll get back on those again. And like I said, I'm just gonna go down that side of Forest with like we know. Drawing blank on the Spaniard Creek, Oak Ridge, all those, I'm gonna get all those
Spring
done.
Creek.
Spring Creek, yeah. And that's where I'll be working next, but the crusher run we're getting now is a lot better than what we had earlier in the year. One of the drivers told me they had them digging out of an old pile. Which is something I'm gonna talk to APAC about because that stuff was sitting there, like, I mean, some of it when Jack was spreading out, it was like spreading chunky peanut butter.
Yeah.
It was that wet, and he said it was because they were digging from a pile. And all this stuff we're getting now is fresh. It comes in, it tailgates pretty decent.
Yeah.
And spreads really nice, and then it's good to go, so. As long as we can keep that up with APAC, I'll be happy. I did not, I need to follow up on the road signs. I did not, I dropped the ball on that, didn't get. Some phone calls made that need to be made out.
Yeah, Don didn't take fixed one. These headers go on the rolls. And there's like 4 screws. They're high security screws. You know, they have like a little hex inside of them.
Yeah.
With a little post, metal post. You need special Allen wrench to tighten them up. He was looking for some screws, buy some to replace a lot of ones, kind of like broken. Which why a lot of them fall off.
Right.
So,
We have anything like that back there?
but somebody said that there was some road sign materials in that center. I've never seen them
In the center,
in there in the community center. Yeah. He said there was a cabin or something. I've never seen them.
I've never seen anything in there.
Look, it might be some parts and pieces. So I haven't looked around. But I did look at some of them online. You can buy them things online, but they're like, $33 a piece. And one that's not bad. Talk about the things in my job. Get more expensive.
Yeah, there's one, they said, I guess they pulled the trailer out, knocked the sign down. It's just bent over.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go over there with my Jeep and see if I can't winch it back up.
Yeah.
That was standing back.
And there's a few that are missing the whole load together with holes that are run over and they're only half height. That's a lot of those. I got one pole in my backyard. It was there when I bought the place. It's an old Butterfield sign. There's a Butterfield sign there now. Apparently a grader ran it over and pushed it off the side down in the bed area down there. It's been sitting there since I bought the property back in about 2009 and all, But I do have one post down there, so which could be used somewhere else if we need to. I just went down there and what to do with it,
Yeah, our only thing with putting the post in is how we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can probably put those in as long as you don't run into rock with a post, post hole driver or T-post driver. But it's a lot of rock.
Yeah, I noticed one, tip it over, it's only like that deep. And it has concrete poured around it. It really wasn't put in right. So.
And I don't know, I mean, did some of those over the years, did the harbor do? Or did the county come in and do them? Because like I said, if you don't have the right equipment, you don't get that post in there deep enough, it's gonna be wobbly and.
Oh, yeah.
It's not gonna set right, but you gotta have, like when the county does it, they've got like an air hammer deal on the side of the truck.
Yeah.
So they gotta work, up and down in the ground a lot deeper than you can do with it.
Yeah, I want to see if they counted your one time fix the road sign. That's it. I've never seen them fix any other.
The sign there at South Rock and Forest. I think we've been there 4 or 5 years. The graders pushing gravel and stuff. I mean, it's this way some days it just depends on who pushed it last, which direction I think it's flipped the wrong way.
They won't be county in here great anymore, rather than roads they're responsible for.
Yeah.
Because it's, once we get everything done, then we can just maintain it. It'll be a weekend or two. Little box blade. Go around smoothing everything out if it needs done, because that crusher run gets pretty solid. So I know we use clean on some of it, but if I can do crusher run here on out, that 14 loads only costs us less than $5,000.
Yeah.
14 big truck loads. So if we can use that, it makes it better road.
You like paying for it if it's good.
Oh yeah. But the thing too is that there was a comment on one of the Facebook groups that asked about paving a road. What can we do to get this road paved?
Really expensive.
They have issues getting their road up the hill and that stuff. And I get all that, but I answered it back and I said, look, there's $10 that comes out of every due paid that goes to the road fund. Hasn't been raised since 1995. There's no money to pave roads, but this crusher run, putting it down is going to help one with traction because it's not loose gravel. So it will help them with traction. But if we get to the point where we can start paving roads, the road base is already there.
Yeah,
They can pave right over that crusher run as long as it's smooth and. You know, we can come in and doctor it up if we have to, if we can get something paved, the base is there, so.
and the road piece started around 2012.
2012,
When we voted on it, we didn't have a road fund.
Yeah.
We voted that creates a road fund, that's been running around for like a year now.
yeah, but it's, and there have been ways to it, so, I mean, $10 per due is not, you know, it's not gonna pay. I mean, I looked at chip seal and paving, when they set aside money to pave this area here was, what, $60,000?
Yeah, you gotta save a couple of years, paving one road.
Yeah, they use,
In 2 years, we wouldn't have enough.
they use, West Canyon Rock as an example for chip seal, and that was like 20 some thousand.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even the cheaper way to go. We'll just have, I mean, I think this crush run will work a lot better than what is services on a lot of these roads now, which will last a lot longer, but it also builds a base for us to do something later on.
Yeah, on this side, there's maybe two handicap spots on this side. And since they graded the road over here, it pretty much disappeared. I would say there's a big old wrench down.
Yeah, they got a ditch over there.
We have to go and get maybe a hole over there and maybe on top of that, so. I know it's a lot easier to walk up this side, walk for a handicap person, than it is for speed
Right,
right
and
there.
that's something, I mean, if we wanna actually make a parking area there, and bring some gravel in and, you know, and make a parking area.
I think we got plenty of parking up here, it's just that the handicap on this side is a lot easier than the wall than it is for that steep one over here.
So you just need a pathway through the,
Yeah, so a place they can park, right now they park, they're basically straddle that ditch right there.
and my only, why I was bringing up gravel is that, yeah, I don't know if it gets soft over there, but if it gets soft during weather like this, and somebody tries to park there, then there's stuff.
Yeah.
Should we just make a small parking area over there for those two handicap spots? It wouldn't even be a load of gravel.
Whatever they think.
I think whatever you
Use
need to
gravel
do.
or.
Yeah, just gravel, a small
That's fine.
2-space
Yeah,
parking spot
Yeah.
over there, put a small tin horn in across, so they've got something to drive across.
yeah, my only concern is, yeah, we got inward visual water flows through there, though, otherwise, I think we need to get their handicap parking back. This guys can do some out here trying to get up that long step, that step's got a rock off on the side of like that one too, over here. And I hate if we're gonna step off there and get tripped, you know.
There was a member across the way that had a tin one that he was trying to sell. I don't know if it's sold.
That's great.
It's just used. It's big.
Oh, they probably need to buy.
Small foot are allowed to put in.
Yeah, the foot's the small, a foot is as small as you can go with. I think the foot over there would probably be able to. So, I know it'd be great to get all the parking, but yeah, I think the street of currently focus on getting the handicap roads, their parking back on the side. Oh, there's plenty of parking on that side.
Yeah, I noticed, I put that chili in
Yeah,
the community center, and I pulled up that driveway, and there's, like I said, there's that driveway and in front of the garage door, and that's it.
yeah.
Yeah, there's not any way to get to that area.
It's the right way back around, yeah. Okay, I'm just curious on that.
I have been getting some phone calls and people have stopped and asked me why, over at the burnt cabin area, they were able to get from Indian Road all the way down to the boat ramp paved by the county, and we can't get our roads paved and fixed.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on the county on that, because, I mean, we put roughly, I don't know the exact amount, but in the range of $50,000 in roads. And one of the worst roads we're gonna end up having is Forest.
Right.
That, I'm gonna throw that on the county. You know.
Yeah, I know a few years ago, there were Forest Road costing $240,000, we paid that road.
Well, you know, even if they would come through, because if you come down Forest Road and look at it, they paved a section, left a section, paved a section.
Yeah.
Even if because all the sections that they left are the bad ones. So if they would come in and do the same thing and pave those sections, it would make it.
Yeah, I see they got a grinder, they ground away some of the bad sections of the road, like they're about to, but they never came back and installed the asphalt.
Isn't that what they did over there on Canyon Rock?
Yeah,
They
same thing.
ground it up and then just stuffed it up.
They ground it up and threw a bunch of loose gravel.
Yeah.
Every time people spin their tires where rain, it goes downhill to the intersection, it just sits right there. It gets like that big sometimes. People go swimming around the corner, yeah, that's where they're gonna run and spin off that in like propane tank or something.
Well, I was also told by some members, the reason we can't get any help from the county is because we're too rude in our area. Too many complaints and phone calls.
Yeah, now I've heard, I mean, even like going to the meetings prior to us, really us being on the board. You know, they would say all the time, stop calling the county, or, you know, let us deal with the county. I'm the same way, let me deal with the county.
You said that at the very first
Right,
meeting, after
because-
we were voted in,
Yeah,
so please
because-
let me call them, let me be point of contact.
Yeah, if hey, they get tons of phone calls and everybody screaming and holler at them. I mean, what are you gonna get? So. Like I said, I let kind of, when they brought the grader out here. He was saying, you know, I'm gonna make you look bad, hey, make me look bad. Give me these roads out, make them all look good, make me look bad, I don't care. You know,
The benefits.
that's what it is, and. But like I said, when. You know, once I get a lot of my stuff done, then I'm gonna start hammering them hard on Forest Road, because. That's, you know, even try to get the hills involved. I know a lady back there has reached out before about. Kind of helping out. Getting that road paved, but
Yeah.
you know, with them bringing in, so there was big trucks going in there
Yeah.
the other day, that's. It's not gonna
That
be good.
section from Spring Creek down to near the boat ramp, it's real bad, it's rough, and. There's a couple years ago, they tore up the road there and they didn't put it back the way they found it, and it's real bad right through there.
Yeah. Okay, next, that's Facebook, yeah, page.
Facebook page, like I said, all we gotta do is agree on how we wanna release it. As far as comments and posts. Once that's the Facebook page is there, all we gotta do is release it. I don't think we. Really solidified how we wanted it, you know.
The post would be reviewed and then approved, or,
In open comments, we just policing, so to speak.
yeah.
You said you needed a copy of the delinquency report. I printed off two. I printed two, but you can use that for members and good standing.
Okay, yeah.
And obviously it'll change on November 1st, but I doubt that it's gonna change much unless I get some.
Well, but this is,
But this is just people who delinquent low money.
That means that they're not in good standing.
Yeah, so that's who they
Oh.
can't get on there. They can't get
I
on
think
there.
it's the total list, because he's going to know who's paying or who's gonna be allowed to join.
Oh, well, I guess if they're not on there, then they're paid their bill.
Yeah, but are they a member of the farmers?
Gotcha. So you keep the whole rock.
Yeah, I see
Okay,
people
gotcha.
all the time that they don't probably get this money.
Yeah, I'll get on that before you leave and print it off.
yeah, and that's what I'd like to try to avoid is, you know, this is for people in this community that
Yeah.
have interest in this community, not. You know, everybody.
Just like Sears, you know, I see what you're saying. I'm been thinking.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like making secondary, third accounts with heaviest names too. Like they would say something that they would be anonymous, they want to splash something, you know.
Yeah, and I know there's a few of them that don't have their Facebook name the same as. Like what their property would read.
Yeah.
But I think I know a lot of those. I've seen it on pages over the years, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah. You should have to be a property owner in the community, have interest in the community and be up to date on your dues.
Yeah.
And, but posts, so we want to do posts, posts approved by admin, open comments. And then, you know, of course, we can always step in if somebody's getting out of line with comments.
Yeah,
We can remove stuff, right,
Yeah.
if necessary.
and we don't want to have to do it, there are people out there selling stuff, we're gonna use our. And there's other sites. that-
Well, that's- Yeah, that's where, I mean, with posts being approved, somebody puts in, you know, I'm gonna, you know, sell my tractor or, you know, sell my side by side.
Marketplace.
We just don't, we don't approve that. We decline it and it goes away.
And how are we gonna handle people that just don't get it, 2, 3 times? I mean, is there gonna be an incremental kind of policy? Yeah, you've been warned 2 times, you've been warned 3 times.
And then if you're deleting.
Yeah, you can set, I know you can set up different, like you can, like restrict them for 10 days,
Yeah.
15 days, 30 days. I think just, if we have to give somebody a 15-day, I would say. Facebook
Yeah.
jail,
Yeah,
then, if you continue after that, just remove it.
yeah. Okay.
And it's
I mean,
not,
the whole point of it is so that we're putting valid information, truthful information out there, not innuendo, not fake news.
Rumors.
Yeah,
Names out, people names.
there's
There's other.
not a
Facebook
place to
pages that do
argue,
that.
not a place to give an opinion.
So members are welcome to make posts as long as they're legitimate, it's not a sales thing, it's not a complaining, attacking,
Yeah,
stuff like that. If you got a legitimate question that it involves a large part of the community or, a section of the community, then yeah, that would be great to put on there for discussion and, bring it to our attention if it's something we didn't know about.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Yeah, absolutely.
that's fine.
If we can, we can get a list, just a list of members.
I'll print it out for you before we move.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking in that direction.
Yeah.
Still trying
We'll
to
release
recover
that.
from money, my hand's still spinning.
We'll be good to go on it.
Okay. Any more items for roads and all?
That would be me.
Okay, got some new business items there.
We
Yeah,
talked about one of them.
yeah, the roof, we already discussed that, trying to get maybe some bids, prices, or volunteer, prices, of material. Okay, I guess we can all kind of look around, hopefully it has to be any particular person. Maybe we'll discuss the next meeting. Anything we collected, we'll discuss next meeting.
I know somebody that might be willing to do it. You might pay them a little bit, but it wouldn't be very much, because they're just looking for smart,
Busy work.
yeah. One thing that's not on here, and I hope it's okay to bring it up, is last year, myself and another board member, we're gonna try to go in that big storage area and
Files.
shred all the old stuff that's not historical or anything that needs to be kept, and we just didn't, life happened, and then, that person had to leave, and I would still like to revisit that after the first of the year and try to get some of that stuff out of there. We need to see how much stuff in there.
There's a portable, mobile shredding business. They ride around a needle truck, has a shredder right inside. And I guess they charge by the pound, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the way we were gonna go originally.
Yeah, well, I know that the UPS office up there next to Research. On, I think it's Friday, they have like half price shredding costs.
Yeah.
I mean, we could burn a lot of it that's doesn't have any private information, it's just
Yeah.
like stupid stuff, but
Yeah,
anything with
sometimes it's
private
reading,
information.
so read something.
Exactly, yeah, so it might be better just to shred it, but I didn't know that was a portable one. Yeah, they
Yeah.
into the business.
It's like about 20.
Oh, shredded.
5 foot truck.
Oh, okay, I didn't know they were out there.
Any drive in front of this now all the time, and he'll carry the box down, we'll shred it right on location.
They do the veins and stuff. Okay, yeah, I knew they did make, I just didn't know they were right one way. That's who does our company in Oakland City. I don't know they were this far. Yeah, they're everywhere.
Also on the new business, we talked about this last time about the materials that are out there, the trailer and the brush feeder and all that kind of stuff. All of that belongs to the harbor. So we can sell it, or we can savage it or salvage it or whatever. Whatever we want to do. Butch did give me some prices on what he felt like they would bring if we were to auction them off, or what they should bring.
Yeah.
I talked to some other people too, and some of it's high, some of it agreed, it just depends on the person. So, I mean, it's just up to us whether we want to try to auction it off, take silent bids, try to get somebody to come in and get it and take it for scrap.
Yeah.
We need to decide on that.
So take it for scrap and get it out of the harbor, not
not somebody that's in.
Not
the
take
harbor
it to
table.
the, not take it to their property.
That brush hog would sell.
Yeah,
That's, I mean, the sickle bar mower. People use them, but
Isn't there a mower in that little
there is a mower
covered
that,
shelter thing too?
yes,
Yeah, I think that's the steering linkage. That's what I see needs, it was worked on and not finished. I'm not sure what else is wrong with that thing. It might be able to fix it for a few hundred and get it.
Yeah.
So we can cut our own grass.
Yeah.
Okay.
so I think I looked at that, because I was talking about buying it before, previous board made. I looked up the whole linkage system was less than $100
Yeah.
to buy and rebuild the whole steering linkage on it.
There's a young man in the harbor here that's pretty snappy with small engine repair, and he's done some amazing stuff, especially for his age. He might be able to fix that if we can get the parts for him. He could probably do it just to have something to tinker with. I think he could.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think it runs. I think
It
it runs.
did,
It-
you know.
Maybe a spark plug and some sea breeze in it.
Yeah.
Sea foam.
Sea breeze, that's what you clean your face with.
Sea foam.
Yeah.
Yeah. That link is badly.
Yeah.
So,
I do want to thank Dan for doing the mowing this year.
Yes,
He did an awesome job. And I just appreciate him volunteering and doing our yards this year for the parks and everything.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad I followed a little bit for the year. All right, Jenny, any other new business items?
start our meeting, what do we want to do next?
Okay, I got November's calendar up here.
Don't want to do it Thanksgiving.
No,
It's either
the
like-
weekend before is the 18th,
And
the Saturday before Thanksgiving, the 18th.
we want to do Saturday or something, let's stick with Saturday.
We go Saturday.
Sundays are so not good. for me.
Yeah.
Saturday 10 on the 18th. November.
That's fine.
Okay, and okay, well, we're only talking about a month away. Has anything been scheduled or organized for?
Thanksgiving.
For Thanksgiving? I haven't heard.
I haven't heard
a word
anything.
about
I
it.
guess waiting for tonight, it's starting on the next one.
Probably, they don't like them too far down the road.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Even if
they
it's-
don't like doing it Thanksgiving weekend, I know that. People got.
I don't want to do it that weekend.
There's a
Christmas
good
is-
chance the 18th or the 19th, we're probably gonna schedule something.
I would think it would be the 18th if
Yeah,
we were gonna do anything.
That's my guess, but maybe we'll discuss.
And ours is in the morning, so it's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's something that's coming up that we have to talk about it, so. They have something to get on the calendar at least, so. It's reserved.
I will bring that up tonight.
Because last year we had somebody else competing, wanting a family Thanksgiving thing there at the same time, they wanted it. So there was potential conflict right there, so we're reserved first, gets it. So.
I'll bring that up today.
Yeah. Okay, so 18 at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Okay, okay, we'll go offline and then. Okay, I can get a motion to conclude to end our meeting.
Motion.
Okay, all in favor, aye. Okay, we have a vote to end our meeting. Thanks for joining us, folks. All right.